Shri Gurudeva Datta. Chapter 31 is in continuation with what the yogi has to say to the Brahmin lady who is sitting by the side of her dead husband. He is giving her advice of the duties of a married woman, and he gives her examples of great ladies, great women, great wives like Anasuya, Arundhati, or even Lopamudra. Talking about Lopamudra, he gives an example of how Agastya, who was Lopamudra's husband, when Agastya was in Kashi, Lopamudra would serve him devotedly, and it so happened that one day Narada went to the Mount Vindhya and said that you are growing very well, but then Mount Meru is higher than you. This hurt the ego of Mount Vindhya, and so what happened was he started growing taller and taller and started obstructing the sunrise and also the sun rays falling on the earth. The gods and many other celestial beings got a little disturbed by this, and so they approached Agastya, who was a guru of Vindhya, and told him to come down south, and that's why we say sage Agastya settled down in the south. When he comes to south, the Mount Vindhya, because it's a disciple of sage Agastya, bows down to him, and Agastya says continue to remain bowing and humble. That's why the Mount Vindhya is lesser in height than the Mount Meru. That's what our Puranas or scriptures say. Sage Agastya settled in the south with his wife Lopamudra, and she remained in his service till her life. This example is what the yogi says, that a wife should follow her husband's path, should serve him devotedly, should not argue with him on petty issues. There are many things which may not be acceptable to the modern society about the role of women or wives. But the scriptures say that a woman should look upon her husband as God and serve him. She requires no other separate penance, or she doesn't require any japa or mantra at all. Service to her husband, service to her in-laws, service to her parents, her brethren, her brother-in-law, her sisters, sisters-in-law, all these are nothing but ways of serving God. In fact, it has been said by sages that when a woman serves her family, she is serving every element of the universe of creation, and she is in turn serving God. He also says that the married woman should see to it that she devotedly listens to her husband's instructions and does what he has to as bidden her to say. For example, when he is not in town, she must not be very well dressed, and she must not be in the company of those ladies who are gossip mongers or who might be loose of character. When the husband's in town, the married woman should dress up accordingly and see to it that she pleases her husband when he comes back from his work. These are not modern day philosophies, these are what the scriptures say and what the Guru says. He also goes on to say the code of conduct of women is very important, because when a woman is following a moral code, society becomes more responsible, because it's a woman who is the binding force and the basic foundation for any society to be built. This chapter therefore deals with the conduct of women. He talks about even widows who have lost their husbands. It is not necessary that they should go sati. This was a practice which was prevalent in ancient times. Now we don't have this practice anymore. He also goes on to say that the married women should see to it that her children, that is her sons, her daughters, their children should be taken well care of. These lines of conduct is what the Guru puts forth to us, and as responsible people or elements of society, it is our duty to follow them. The chapter then goes on to the next one, that is in the chapter 32, where we come to know what exactly happened to the married Brahmin lady who had lost her husband, and what were the further things that happened in her life. Till then, let's keep chanting Shri Gurudeva Datta.